From 2006 to 2016, 10 years, what has changed in Madden? In this video, I'm going to be talking about all of the things that have changed from Madden 07 to Madden 17. If you guys do enjoy this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into this video. So Madden 07 was a hell of a game. You used to be able to do so many things in this game, like the menu, for example. You start in, you get the nice picture of the guy in the cover, get right into the game. You have all these options to do stuff. You can do all these mini games. You could do franchise. You could do all sorts of stuff. You could just do like training, like lifting weights or doing sprints or something like that. You had many options, and it was very, very realistic. Now in Madden, when you get into the game, you get the picture, but it's not really a picture. It's an animated motion of Rob Gronkowski, which is pretty cool. It's a new addition to the game that they added in. I'm pretty sure Madden. I think it was Madden 15 that they added that in, and yeah, you get right into the game, but there's not many options. You got the regular play that you can play a computer. You got Ultimate Team. You got franchise. You got regular online. Then you have like this bonus like story thing that you could do that takes you like 5 minutes when you first get the game. And then you have skill training. But the skill training is not like it used to be, where it was more realistic. I really enjoy the type of, stuff in Madden 07 just because it was more unique and was, I feel, way more fun and gave me more options than Madden 17. Now when it comes to the teams, all of the teams from Madden 07 are great. Let's be honest, they're all great. Even the bad teams are great. But the overalls don't go any higher than, I think, a 96 overall on Madden 07. But the difference between that and Madden 17 is Madden 17, the overalls don't go any higher than, I'm pretty sure, like a 94, 95 maybe. You don't really see high overall teams anymore just because the NFL has kind of evened out when it comes to offenses and defenses. Now when you get into the game, Madden 17, the loading screen is more about the frickin' ads. You got more ads than you got tips. Madden 07, it's more tips helping you throughout the game or giving you like information about football that you didn't know before. So it's kind of Madden 17 went to kind of just they're trying to brand, or how do I say this? They try to expose more people to playing their Ultimate Team than to play the game itself. Now, when you get right into the game, you can tell there's a big, big difference. Madden 07 is more of a game that it's kind of like the perspective of if you're a fan watching in the stadium. You get to see the people come out, they run out, they announce them. I think they announce like the top 3 captains or whatever on each team, which is pretty cool. They don't really have that anymore. They have that, and then just overall, it seems more like a game where they're trying to give you a fan's perspective from the crowd, because you can hear the stadium guy talking all the time. There's no commentary really, so I think that's kind of bad. But in Madden 17, it's pretty great. You get onto the game. It's kind of, I'd say it's dumb that it shows all of the people rushing onto the field on the team. then it doesn't. You're not even allowed to do the coin toss anymore, which I think that was a big part of the realism in Madden. But overall, Madden 17 and Madden in general has turned more into a fan's perspective from watching on TV, because more people watch from on TV, so they want a realistic feel when they play the game. So there's commentary throughout the entire game. You can't really hear the person in the stadium talking because, you don't really hear that on TV. And yeah, overall I think that's great. I think a bonus that Madden 07 had compared to Madden now, they actually involved John Madden in the games back then. I understand now he's really old, so he most likely doesn't want to or has the energy to do all this EA stuff, but it used to be called John Madden Football, so I think they should have something involving him on here instead of just having him in the record book on franchise mode. But also, a thing is, on Madden 07, when a lot of the stuff seems like they're being talked to over the radio, so like coach talking to you, yeah, you can definitely hear it. Now, when we get into the actual gameplay, Madden 07 was pretty simple, I believe. Madden 07 was more of a offense-driven game, I feel. It was really easy, I feel, to play offense, because defense, I don't know. Every time I play it, I do pretty good, I guess. Maybe in this gameplay that I'm showing you, I'm not doing the greatest, but the game was really, really cool. I feel like the players were faster in Madden 07, and there was a cool feature in the game that they have not had since, I think, Madden 08. It's, if you hit stick someone hard enough, there's a possibility for their helmet to fall off. And I thought that was really cool. It was great. Now, another thing I want to talk about before I, get more into the gameplay aspect of it, but this is kind of gameplay related. For some reason on older Maddens, you have more options to do stuff, which makes no sense because games back then took less power to make, or I'd say back then it was like the max amount of memory that they could use, but why can't we have some of these features in the new Maddens? So, like, for example, before you go to pick your game, you want to, I don't know, watch, or freaking not watch. You want to pick what stadium you're at, the temperature, the time, if it's, snowing or whatever. So, back then, they used to have more options. So, you could go to 102 degrees or whatever, or you could go all the way down to negative 20 degrees in Madden 07. So you have an option to pick whatever temperature you want. Also, you have the option for times. You have the set times like 1 o'clock, like 4:30, 8:30 for like the normal game times when they're on. But then they have an option for your system time. So whatever your PlayStation, Xbox, it doesn't matter, whatever the time is on that, it will go by that time. So I think that's pretty cool back then, but now they don't really have that. They have the time, the stadium. The time is just like, the regular 1 o'clock, 4:30, 8:30, that type of crap. And then when it goes to weather, you don't really have an option to pick, like, the temperature. You just have to pick, like, overcast, rain, windy, snowy, and even, like, I feel like there's more rain in the game than there is snow. I think it'd be great if they had a lot of snow in the game, but they still don't have that. They've been having the same snow in the game since I could freaking remember. But there's more options to customize your gameplay on older Maddens compared to now. I understand, just because, it takes so much memory to make a game, and they gotta try to make it look as great as possible. But yeah, so let me get into gameplay. So gameplay, it's, I'd say, pretty similar in a way. The way you select plays are kind of the same. You click different options, formation, stuff like that. Kind of the same, but the only difference is now you don't have to see all like 10 plays on your screen. You can see one at a time. You can only see one at a time now, or you have the option to see like 4 at a time or whatever. But I'd say in the older Madden, you need a good offense overall. Because I'd say, actually, you know what? No, back in the day, it was more defense driven for games. But I feel like the defenses weren't that good. I don't know why, but they weren't that good. I'd say it's easier to get off the line in Madden 07 compared to like the new Maddens, because now you have like these quick time buttons. You have to push like X or square to get off of the line, then you're chasing the quarterback, and then blah blah blah. And then on Madden, there's not just like an auto catch feature. There is, but now you have the option to push like triangle, circle, square, X, like whatever for different types of catches, and I think that has made the game way better, and it's just way more realistic, because not everyone's gonna catch the ball the same way. Now, when we go to like interceptions and stuff like that, like fumble recoveries, they're pretty much all the same. The only difference is the way the screen shows your interception. Back in the day, you used to pick the ball off, it would freeze the screen and do like a little spin to the back of the person, and then you're able to run. Now it's more like you pick off the ball and then you're automatically running with it. So now you have to be quick, and you don't really have time to think now when you intercept the ball compared to how you used to. Now, overall, Madden has not changed that much game-wise. So, yeah, overall, the two games have, gameplay-wise, have changed not all that much. But when it comes to other stuff like the menus, just the way the game is ran overall, it has changed a lot. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.